Good morning. Bed made, water gotten, heading down to the elliptical. Ran out of our regular coffee. We're gonna try, Scott went to the grocery store and got some Pete's. Curious, what kind of coffee do you guys that do drink it, what kind of coffee do you like and that is your favorite? Drinks for this morning, water, and the Pete's coffee that I'm going to try for the first time. I think I've discovered why I've been feeling so bad lately. I haven't washed my straw, and let me show you, it's really gross in there. And no wonder I have such a reaction to mold and stuff. Look how gross. Holy cannolis, and I've been drinking out of this. No wonder I've been feeling so bad. That is actually really gross. All right, so I tried Pete's coffee for the first time. It's the medium roast. I like it pretty good. I do not like dark roast, so if you guys have any like light roasts or medium roasts to suggest coffee-wise, we would love to hear it. Because Scott and I have been drinking the pre-ground Dunkin' Donuts coffee and we ran out. So we want to experiment and see if there's any better coffee out there. I mean, I'm assuming there is. We just don't know about it.
What does we want to experiment, Kimasabi? You want to experiment?
I am reading or finishing reading chapter 2 of Tiny Habits right now. It is an excellent chapter. It is what teaches you on how to do what he calls swarm behaviors. The book explains it, but what it helps you do is it helps you change your aspiration and outcomes into actionable behaviors. And what he means by that is an aspiration will be something like, I want to be healthy. Well, how is that tangible? What metric, what marker says you're healthy? A1C, triglycerides, weight, how you feel. Like, it's intangible and very abstract. Not that it's a bad thing. We need aspirations to point us the direction we want to go. Outcomes would be, I want my triglycerides to be less than 70. Okay? Both of them cannot be met at a specific time. When are my triglycerides going to be 70? At some point, but I can't even begin to guesstimate when that's going to be. It could be tomorrow. It could be a year from now. And when am I healthy? When does that marker happen? Okay? And that's why it's really important that we understand that behaviors are things that are done in very specific times, or can be very specific times. Eat a carrot. Eat your steak. Do the elliptical for 4 minutes every day. There is a very specific point in time that I can point to do that. And that's what behaviors are. Behaviors are what support and propagate aspirations and outcomes to happen. Also, aspiration outcomes, because they aren't done in a specific point in time, it's something that's done over time. And that's why it's hard to pinpoint a very specific point in time of boop, that's done. Right? Except a behavior, you can't say, boop, that's done. I got up this morning, did my elliptical, check mark, behavior complete. Hopefully that makes sense. They are all important, but we have to understand the behaviors are what propagate, move forward our aspirations and outcomes to coming through fruition, like for them to actually come true. Later on in the chapter, it tells us how to do it, to create, I believe it's called a swarm map. You put your aspiration or outcome in the center, and then you brainstorm all these ideas, behavioral ideas of what you can do to help propagate that aspiration or that outcome forwards, how to try to reach that goal eventually. Things like, I believe the book uses example, reduce stress. So things like laying down for 5 minutes, meditating for 2 minutes, I believe playing the piano, all these very specific actionable tasks that would help reduce stress. If I was someone who could play the piano, it probably would create more stress for me. But these are the things you do. And then he works you through of, okay, some of these are more realistic, some are less realistic, and he has you map those out specifically. So get the book. Whatever you do, get the book. Get the book. And it helps you map out what are more realistic or less realistic ideas that you can do. It helps you think outside the box, maybe some habits that you would have never thought of, some behaviors that you wouldn't have done, but are really feasible for you to do. That is why chapter 2 is so important. It is the groundwork for understanding how to create and find behaviors to meet our aspirations, our goals in life. I want to be healthy is so abstract. It's so intangible. What does that actually look like? Because we know that there are people that are 120 pounds that are very unhealthy. So is weight the answer? No, not necessarily. We know there's people that are, 300 pounds that are healthier than the 120 pound people. Yes, weight does make a difference, but it doesn't mean everything. So part of this too with the aspirations is using behaviors to define that. Okay? It is so important. How can we start anywhere if we don't know where to actually start? This is something that I struggled with for a very long time. I had over 200 pounds to lose. How in the heck do I do that? Where do I start? It's overwhelming. It was like this black hole that I didn't even know where to start at. And that is why it's so important that we define the behaviors, because it gives us starting points. It is so, so important, y'all. I just cannot stress this enough. There are so many people who have commented that they've lost 100 pounds and then they gained it back. And this is why. This is also why doctors say, they don't explain it, but why losing weight slower is better, because it gives us time to revamp our habits, look at how we got where we got versus doing some crash diet, losing 50 pounds and gaining it all back, because we never address the habits that got us where we got. And that is the key. That is the key to 1, losing the weight, and 2, not gaining it back, is addressing our daily habits. I can't get up right now. The dog is on my lap. That's so cute. Dog walk number 1. We left Sadie at the house. We're going to go to the pet store afterwards and get some boots because she's got that spot on her paw that is just ouchy. See if she can walk with those. Her little eyeballs were so heartbroken that 3 of them were going without her. Oh. Sadie Moo. Come here. She's like, what is this thing on my foot? Sadie.
Actually able to bend it? Come here, Sadie.
Ran a few chores, went to the pet store, got Sadie some boots. That way I'm gonna try to put that one on her sore foot with a band-aid covering it and then the boot on to keep her foot dry. See if she can walk okay with that, because she is not gonna take well to an entire week of not getting any W's. She'll go crazy. Then Joanne's got some yarn, and then decided to treat myself with a blonde Americano with heavy cream. I've also decided to call this my water and coffee fast.
Yesterday I fell asleep at night. I woke up in the spaceship traveling at the speed of light. Everything feels so misplaced. The sky is at my feet and the ground above my head. I'm landing on a star with little flying cars, but I feel like I already know this place. It was the first time our eyes collided. I wish that I could see your face again. I think I fell in love with an alien.
Post-workout, crazy hair. I'm sweaty, super sweaty. Good day today. Back did fine. The only thing I even slightly felt it, surprisingly, was an incline press, but that was more just because my legs are short. But good day today so far. That was extra sweet. And when he went to the store yesterday, he picked me up some of my coconut water. I'm steamy hot. You're so cute. Second walk for the day, doggos. Solution for Sadie's little hurt paw. She got her little boot on. It does look like we forgot to put the other 3 on though. Good evening. It has been a day today. I am going to do my best to not yawn in front of you. I'm tired. It's close to 9 o'clock and I'm ready to crawl back into bed. No bike riding today. Feels slightly better, but I will say left side still that radiating pain. No bueno. Been sitting on the heating pad this afternoon, evening, my day is running away from me. Started my new crochet project. It's not square, so I'm about to rip it apart and start back over. This is my second day of fasting. I just haven't been physically feeling hungry in the need to eat. So we're gonna continue however long that I suspect maybe by tomorrow I'll be ready to eat. I'm brain thinking of rib roast, my favorite meat ever. Scott ordered a ton more of the Wasatch seasoning from Redmond's, which I'm really happy about because we got down to 1 bottle. You guys probably hear me say this all the time. It is my favorite spice mixture. Normally I don't like pre-made spices, but it is my favorite. Oh, it's so good. Like usually they're honestly not very good. This is probably my first favorite one ever. We also got our 30 and 35 pound dumbbells in the original set that I bought for doing like the rows and stuff. It's just not enough, which is good. That means I'm getting stronger. And I even noticed when I was picking up the dumbbells each, I was expecting to like strain a little bit. Not at all. It was actually quite easy picking up and moving them around, getting them into the garage. What else? Workout was good today. The walks were good. It's been a windy, blustery, cold day. It says it's 45 out, but it feels a bit colder than that. Joann's did a few shopping errands. I have been ordering shoes from Hoka to Scott needs a new pair. I'm a little surprised. He normally doesn't wear wide width shoes, but I ordered 4 different pairs and none of them fit him. So I just ordered a wide width pair. They are hands down my favorite shoe, y'all. However, I learned something vital about it. I got the Challenger 7s, super comfortable for walking shoes. They are phenomenal. And I have weird feet. Like I have really weird feet. I have a, you don't need to know this, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. I broke my pinky toe on my right foot when I was like 3 or 4 and I never did anything about it. So what happened is as I got older, because I didn't have that 5th toe touching the ground, my right foot's arch broke itself. So my right foot is flat and my left foot is completely normal. Plus, where I still have more weight to lose, I wear women's wide now. I used to have to wear a size 9 double wide in women's or wide width in men's because my feet were so big. And now I wear a size 8 women's wide. I will be interested to know by the time I get to my ideal weight or whatever that is, if I wear 7.5 normal width. Beyond the point, the whole reason I'm telling you this, I love Hoka shoes. However, if you need anything that it's going to be rainy and slick and things like that, make sure you buy the ones that have the Vibram soles. Mine do not. The Challenger 7s are wonderful for asphalt walking, for sidewalk walking. They are not good when it is slick though. The bottom of them are very foamy like. And so when you step, especially where I'm not skinny, when I step, it almost is slick. I shouldn't say almost, it is slick. I've almost fallen a couple times. I made sure the ones that I ordered for Scott have the Vibram, which are the actual rubber soles. So if you want something that's super squishy, cushiony to walk on asphalt or non-slick areas, I love my Challenger 7 Hoka shoes. The next time I order some, hopefully it'll be the 7.5 that I wear, but I'm going to make sure they have the Vibram. Not all of them have it. You just have to look at it. So just a forewarning for you guys. Love the shoes, but make sure if you're going to need them for slick, wet, anything, you get the Vibram soles on them. Okay. Just wanted to pass that along because I've spent like the past 5 days going through shoes trying to find something for Scott because his are some, I don't even know what brand he was wearing before, but they're like baby smooth. We've walked them so much. Anywho, yeah, so here we are. There's some things in the house that I want to get done, but I think I kind of just want to take a relaxing day. I say that and I swear almost all my days end up being just like crazy. That's kind of it for today. I'm literally going to go crawl into bed after we're done doing this. Annie, stop yawning. And I'm going to go lay down, snuggle to puppy dogs, and go to sleep. I hope you have a wonderful day today. It is so easy to get down on ourselves, but when you, or if you do, just do the trick Scott tells me all the time. Think of things we're grateful for, and not just like, I'm grateful for the roof over my head, which I am, but like truly down to the core. I am grateful I no longer have to use a walker. I am grateful that I can push myself physically to where I am exhausted and sweating and sore, because before it would have been too painful. So find things that really pertain to where you are at and things you're thankful for. It brightens my day more, and it makes me feel so grateful of how far I've come. Yes, would I have liked to have gotten further than I have now? Of course. But the reality is I'm not, and I still have come miles, y'all, like miles. I know a lot of you have too, and some of you are just starting your journeys as well. And you can go miles too. It just takes time. Anywho, I appreciate you guys so very much, and I shall talk to you tomorrow. Bye.